Hey babies, what's up my darling MVPs and how you all doing? Welcome back to Sail with Mimiciously Mimi where you get the gist. I see they do waiting, I see they hot. Of course you know there is no sleeping on a bicycle on this channel. If you snooze you do what? You lose. Are you yet to subscribe to this channel? Or are you still sitting on a fat, long thing? Kindly pause right there, subscribe, and make sure you turn on the notification bell. If not, tell me, how do you want to get the gist brewing from the cooking pot? Like, how do you want to get the gist? Acide hot. So, guys, talking about the gist acide hot, yeah. Yesterday I gave you guys gist on the housemate diary session with themselves. Or yes, Biggie told the housemate, in case you don't know, yesterday that they have to be big brother to themselves. They picked names and they had to go in accordance of the names they picked for themselves. The housemate they picked, they are going to be big brother for that particular housemate. So I discussed some half of the housemates. So today we're going to be discussing that of Topher, Shaun, Victoria, Onyeka, Kassia, and Kellyrae. Yeah. Interesting thing right there. And do not forget the questions your fear before you came into the house, how you were before you came, like how you were now than when you came into the house 8 weeks ago, the dynamics in the house, your least favorite person, okay, your most annoying and least annoying, most trusted and most trusted housemates. Those are the questions. But I'm just going to be focusing on the major parts so as not to make it too long. Okay, for Topher said he sees himself and Anita going far. That's a sweet thing to see. And most people on the social space love them so much anyways. And then he said that his most trusted housemate is Suj. Yeah, that Suj is the person he trusted most. I wasn't expecting anyone else anyways. And then he also said the least trusted person is Kassia. He said, Kassia, you wouldn't even know what is going on in her head. And I think the reason why he said this about Kassia, I wouldn't blame him one bit. It is because of how Kassia nominated him the first time, despite knowing how close they were trying to be that period. You know, even me, I spoke about it. I'm like, wow, is it not the same Tofa, Kassia and Kellyrae that is getting closer that Kassia just nominated? Many which ways the game is the game. But that I think that is where it is coming from. When Topher says, I don't get to know what goes on in her head, I think that's what Topher means. And then he said the most annoying is Victoria. That Victoria is one person that accumulates things in her heart that she would just be keeping it for you small. And the day she would react, you would be wondering, is this reaction coming from just the simple thing I did, not knowing that it's just accumulated anger? So for Topher, Victoria is the most annoying. So for Shaun's diary session with Anita, yes, Anita was the big brother here. And then Shaun told Anita that the housemates he trusted the most are Wani, Handy, Victoria, and Mbadiwe twins. Yes, those are the people Shaun trusted the most. And then for the least trusted housemate to Shaun was Kellyrae, Kassia, and Anita. Yes, the Anita that is representing Big Brother. In fact, the way he said it, he said, Kassia, you, and Kellyrae. He just had to say it pump and plain. Like, there is this thinking, this clash that is actually brewing with Anita and Shaun. It's just that there are two people who are calm, two people who know how to hold things back. If they were two loud people, these two would have clashed a long time. So anyways, those people are Shaun's least trusted person. He said, you cannot be nominating me and you expect I trust you. That was what he said. And he said Kassia is actually a cool girl, but at the same time that she gossips too much. So that he cannot trust someone who talks too much like that. Also for him, the least annoying housemate is TJ. According to him, TJ doesn't annoy anybody. That was what Shaun said. And then the most annoying, he said despite this person is his closest person, is one of his closest person, that it's Onyeka. That Onyeka is the most annoying because the way Onyeka celebrates her win. That Onyeka rubs her wins on people's face, like the way Onyeka comes off whenever she wins. You know, she tends to, rub it off on someone's face and, do some funny noise and all of those thingy. The Mbadiwe twins once complained about something like this the other time when Onyeka and some other housemate won, Nelly, them, they won. And then they said the way they celebrate their victory, it's actually annoying. So that's the reason Shaun gave for Onyeka. The reason Shaun said Onyeka is annoying is just that one. So for Victoria's diary session with Nelly, yes, so Victoria spoke about how growing up as a child, she stutter when she want to speak, and then she go back because they make jest of her because of that, and then she go back and cry over that. Coming back into this house, that child in her comes back again. It brought back memories of how she's not this person who comes out to speak up, right? And then she saw somebody like Onyeka that she can confide in and talk to. But several situations and occurrence actually proved to her that Onyeka is not that person. So she had to actually stay back, you understand. And then for the people she trusted most, for the person, she said in as much as she would actually love a friend that would want to, tell her what she want to hear, like tell her if, when you have that friend that would always, just like Topher said something about Suj, that the reason why he goes to other people like Shaun is because Suj would always tell him what he want to hear so as to make him happy. So Victoria said Shaun is not that person, that Shaun is brutally honest. You understand? Shaun is that friend that would come to your face and tell you that, oh, this thing you just did here is wrong, without minding how you would feel about it, but be able to call you out in your wrongs. So that's one thing she likes about Shaun. So she feel like Shaun is her trusted person in the house. And then she spoke about how she even taught X Handy, like for the first impression she got about X Handy was aggressive, that she felt like these two are going to be so aggressive, and she thinks they are not going to even be friends or get close to each other because she find them too aggressive. But as time goes on, she has seen that they are sweet soul, and most of their reactions stems from what they have been through, and which X Handy has always said that they come off over reactive, like they react so much because of the things they have been through. So for her, she understands them perfectly now. And then she said Kassia is the least annoying person in the house, that because Kassia gave her this comfort, like in fact Kassia is her comfort person. She see a sister in Kassia. Kassia is one person that she finds as a sister. When she speaks to her, have conversation with her, it's always giving that sister's feeling. So for Kassia, for that least annoying, it's Kassia for her. And then for the most annoying, she said it is Suj. Yes, she said to Nelly, because Nelly was her big brother. And you all know Nelly and Suj are a thing. Let me just put it that way, not like a she, but a thing in the house. And then she said, and Victoria said it pop and play with her straight face, without looking at anybody's face. She said she feel like Suj is selectively rude. Selectively polite. So it's still the same thing, meaning that he's selectively rude to people, that he chooses to be rude to people he wants to be rude with. That she thinks Suj can actually say things, in a better way than the way he said it to some certain people, and he feels like he doesn't do that to a certain group of people. That was Victoria's observation about Suj, and I think I have observed that in a kind of way, especially within Badiwe twins. He's always subtle and soft with them. Anyways, guys, moving forward, let's talk about that of Kassia. But before I talk about that of Kassia, let me talk about Kellyrae's own. Okay, I'll mix them together and make it brief. So for Kellyrae, the person he trusted most is Kassia. But aside from Kassia, he thinks maybe Anita and Topher. And the people he trusted the least, he said, is TJ and Onyeka. He said those two moves funny. And then he said his first observation about Suj, he was thinking Suj is a proud person, but now and then Wani is a rude person. But now as time goes on in the house, he has get to realize that people actually are different. And then to Kellyrae, he felt like Anita is the least annoying housemate. Then for Kassia said the person she trusted, because OC's and Kassia's diary session, I don't know if I would say is my best amongst the individual diary session, because OC was asking it in a ways like as if he was even big brother. He even asked better than Biggie would even ask, because he edited and said, for the part where Biggie said, tell us whom you trusted most, he said aside Kellyrae, because he knows that Kassia would say Kellyrae. And then Kassia said, why did you remove Kellyrae? But she still answered and said it's Victoria, that Victoria is one person she trusted the most, because why she likes Victoria is that Victoria barely gossip. I keep saying that thing about Victoria. I have noticed that thing about her. Not like she doesn't talk about people, she does, but she doesn't like unnecessary talks about people. She tried to shun things off and it irritates her. I've noticed that about Victoria. So Kassia said Victoria is a trusted person because she feel like she doesn't gossip. And then she said for TJ, she said TJ is the least trusted because she already said about TJ that TJ is this person that when TJ nominated her the other week, TJ used to come and be begging her. You know, all this guilt feeling after nominating someone. Yes, TJ came with that, using style to, you know, indirect begging and all of that. And she said thank God she did not fall for that because TJ still nominated her again this week, that it would have been so painful that she did not, you know, nominate TJ back after he has actually come with style, you know, to say some of the things he said. So for Kassia, it is Victoria and then TJ the least. Now let's talk about Onyeka's own. Onyeka's diary session, you guys know Onyeka has a lot in her mouth. She spoke about how she felt like she's going to be misunderstood in the house, coming to the house, how she felt like girls, because she doesn't have good relationship with girls, especially because of maybe their man. You know, she not said even men aside, you know, she doesn't have good thinking with ladies because of maybe she might be the problem or she never can tell. You know, she was just explaining herself, you know, and then that also she felt like herself and her sister would be misunderstood because there are these two people that they get to fight their fight with their full chest and it doesn't affect their love. In fact, she said the laws, but let me just go to the men ones just like I did with others. So for her, the people she first impression on the Mbadiwe twins. So she was thinking like these people come off as rude and they are so huge and the way they speak to people that she thinks they might clash. So she had to stay back. But getting to know them, thank God she gave the room, open up to get to know them and see that they are sweet persons right now. For the dynamic in the house, she lamented on the sheep. She said there is too much sheep in the house. And then Anita and Topher, there is Suji and Nelly. You know, Suji is there. And then Suji now said that, are you sure you're not in any sheep? And she said, no, big brother. And then Suji said, are you sure? What of Ozzy? Then she said, me and Ozzy, we are friendship. And then Suji said, that is sheep too. She now said, okay, I'm in a sheep. So, and then she spoke about the people she trusted the most. She said, aside from the sister who has left, it is Ozzy and OC, maybe Shaun slightly, you understand? And then for the people she trusted the least, she said it's Kassia and Kellyrae. And then she said she's not going to ask Victoria. That one thing with Victoria, she has a soft spot for her. That is what she said. And that she thinks Victoria has this thing she's going through. She feel like everybody in this house have one thing they are going through. She even said that about Wani. She said herself and Wani always have this clash thingy. They are cool, or is her babe, but she feel like they are battling with something outside. She also feel like Victoria has something that is affecting her. I think, how did she put it? She said the wrong person in the wrong side. Something like that. She just said she feel like the only problem she has with Victoria is that they are clashing because Victoria has thinking going for her past experience, and she too, which is Onyeka, she also have past experience. Still, they are still working on herself, Victoria and them Wani. So for her, it is Kassia and Kellyrae she trusted the least. And then for the most annoying person in the house, she felt like the least annoying is Anita. That Anita is a sweet girl, and there is no how a sweet person will be annoying. And then for the most annoying for her is Wani. She said Wani can be so annoying. That is her girl, oh yes, but that Wani is annoying. That for example, that she come off too much sometimes. That should be like, girl, chill. That like there was this game they were playing, and then Wani said something about them being irritating, and she was like, has he got into this? So according to her, Wani is the most annoying housemate, you know, because of how she can be overly too much, and she felt like she do too much for things that are not even worth it. Like her reactions come off too much for things that are not worth it. So it is Wani. And then at the end, she said, Biggie, can I say something? I hope my friends Suj, Topher, and even Shaun, they know that they have a special spot in my heart, in as much as they are in a ship, they are married men, but they should know that I care. I'm like, hey, Onyeka, Onyeku's the baby girl of life. The content queen herself. Anyway, guys, in a nutshell, this was how your faves, you know, had their diary sessions with each other. Thank you so much, guys, for always sailing with me. Bye for now, babies. Ciao, ciao.